I used to be a complete loser. And I managed to transform myself, transform my physique, transform my face, transform every part of my life. And this video will teach you the exact step-by-step framework that I did to get onto this self-improvement path that has changed my life forever. Let me invite you to join the path where you become the best version of yourself. I used to goon first thing in the morning. I looked skinny, I looked flabby, I looked skinny fat. And I would play video games for hours and hours, and I would waste time. And I would do all of the bad habits. I would scroll on various different social media apps like you do. I would play video games until midnight on some days. I would cook my sleep. I would eat like shit. I would eat pizza. I would eat burgers. I would eat M&Ms and all Doritos and all of this bullshit food. And I would poison myself every single day to the point that I was chronically depressed. And when you start watching my videos, you will go from this average loser who has been disrespected in school, disrespected anywhere he goes. And most of all, you disrespect yourself. You hate yourself. If we're being completely honest, I will take you from that to the best version of yourself where you can walk around feeling like you are him. For reference, I used to look like this, and now I look like this. And not only that, I can play the piano. Here's a quick clip of me playing the piano. And also, I can do calisthenics. I'm just so good at so many different things. And I'm not glazing myself here. This is true. This is facts. What I'm saying is facts. And when you follow my advice, you will become just like this. You will improve in any area of life, no matter what. Because my step-by-step framework will frame it in a way where you can achieve anything you want. So, if you want to make the change, watch this video fully. Do not scroll down to the comments. Do not click on another video. Watch this. Give me your full eye contact, full undivided attention. Step 1 is understanding the difference between instant gratification and delayed gratification. Now, instant gratification is habits that give you instant pleasure but destroy you in the future. So for example, eating junk food is instant gratification because you feel the pleasure, the great taste of that food in your mouth temporarily, but then in the future your physique will literally deteriorate. That's the prime example of instant gratification. Gooning, it will give you pleasure now, but then you feel like shit, your self-confidence is fucked in the future. That is the difference, right? That is instant gratification. Now, delayed gratification is quite the opposite. Delayed gratification is when you do some hard work right now to see the results of the hard work later. So you don't see the results right now, you see it in the future. So you are delaying gratification. You get that pleasure later. For example, you go to the gym, hit a hard workout. On that day, you don't see any muscle gain, zero muscle gain. But a week later, your muscles look slightly bigger. Years later, you look jacked. That is what you need to understand. The prime difference between instant gratification and delayed gratification. And it is delayed gratification, my friend, that will save your life. You need to implement as many of the delayed gratification habits as possible and cut out all of the instant gratification habits. For reference, I used to goon, play video games, eat junk food, watch porn. What else would I do? I would speak to retard friends. I cut all of that out. Every single bad habit I have cut out. Everything. I don't have social media. My phone is black and white. I don't have anything on my phone. I don't scroll. I don't play video games. I don't eat junk food. I don't do any of that. And every single day I wake up and the first thing I do is meditate. Then I go take a cold shower. And then in the evening I go to the gym and I do all of my self-improvement habits, like playing the piano, like journaling, like stretching. All delayed gratification habits because I care about myself. It's time that you start caring about yourself, bro. Because it is delayed gratification which shows that you respect yourself. Which shows that you love yourself. Do you know why? Because when you delay gratification for your future self, when you become your future self, he will look back at you right now and he will look back in gratitude. I look back at past me who put in the work for every single hard workout that he did to have my physique right now. And I'm going to keep going to the gym. I'm going to keep pushing every set to failure. And future me will look at me in so much gratitude. I stopped eating like shit and now I have a jawline that is sharp. I stopped gooning and now I have a self-image that is up here. I see myself above so many people, and that is not arrogance, that is not egotistical, by the way. That is just pure fact. I am better than most people around me. That is simply a observation. That is a fact. I have more meditation hours. I mostly look better. I have a better physique. I can do things that they can't do, and to a high level. And it is because I abandoned being a retard a long time ago. 2 years ago is when I started self-improvement. Of course, you will have your ruts. You will have periods where you slack. You will have periods where you quit this path. But I'm telling you right now, this is the path that will change your life. And you're not going to want to do any of the habits that I will recommend to you. You will not want to meditate. You will not want to delete social media. You still think there is value in having social media. You still think it's okay to scroll and give away your potential and let your future self suffer. How long are you going to wait? I'm seriously asking you, how long are you going to wait until you become him? How long are you going to plan? How long are you going to think about becoming him? The best version of yourself. How long? Because you either can start now or you can start 2 years from now. You can waste time, just like I did. Or you can just completely turn off your brain and listen to me, because I've done it. I've significantly transformed from my former self. And I want you to undergo the same transformation that I did. And it is self-improvement that will get you there. So, that is the mindset part of this video. Part 2 is where you understand that there are certain habits that you need to cut out. This is the actionable part of this guide. And if you don't take action, when I say pause the video, go take action now, that means you are hindering your future self. And when you come to future you in 3 months, who is still scrolling, who still has the same addictions as he did right now, you will look back in shame. And shame is the most disgusting emotion that you can feel. It is the most repulsive emotion that you can feel. Shame is the worst emotion that you can feel. It destroys your self-image. It destroys your character. It destroys your perception of yourself. It destroys everything. You do not want to experience shame and regret. So I hope you can take action on what I'm about to say. So, your first actionable step, pause this video and delete every single social media app that you have except YouTube. So that means TikTok, Snapchat, Instagram, Facebook, anything, delete all of it. Every single app gone. Pause the video now and go do that. So you've done that. If you've done that, congrats. You have 2 testicles. If you've done that, good job. But if you've not done that, just know that you are going to struggle with having those apps on your phone, because they are cancers to your life. They will eat away at your life without you even knowing. They will sap your attention. They will sap your motivation. They will sap your drive to become the greatest version of yourself. And you will not get there, my friend. That is a fact. But if you have deleted the apps, now I'll give you more actionable steps. So good job. That's the first step. Delete the apps. Step number 2. Dissociate from retard friends in real life. So you might have friends that hinder you from achieving your greatest potential, and you need to stop being friends with these people. Because when you are friends with these people, they will drag you down like crabs in a bucket. So the best way to stop being friends with these people is that you just avoid them. You ghost them slowly but surely, ghost them, right? Because they're not going to want to be on the same path as you. You clicked on this video because you want to improve your life just like I did. So this is what I did. And if you want to improve your life just like I did, then you're going to have to copy me. And the first thing I did is I deleted these apps. Of course, I downloaded them back because I was a pussy, but then eventually I got to a point. It's when you level up, you go up, you make progress. And when you make progress, it is then that you get to a point. You get to a point where you don't even use these apps, because you notice that delayed gratification is where the real fun lies, my friend. It is where you experience the joy of life for the first time in your entire existence in Earth. You have always been poisoning yourself with scrolling, with gooning, with playing video games, with doing all of these instant gratification habits that destroy your dopamine receptors. And your dopamine receptors are what is responsible for your motivation and drive for life. And when you destroy these receptors, you don't feel motivated to achieve hard things. You don't feel motivated to go to the gym. You don't feel motivated to do anything but live the sad existence which is your life right now. And I want you to just really think, really just have a hard look at yourself in the mirror. Just think, is this the life that you want? Do you want to be living this life? Or do you want to escape the trap of ephemeral pleasure and actually get onto the side where you have your dream physique? Because it is my path that will get you there. My path of self-improvement. There are other self-improvement YouTubers who are not as extreme as me. But I will not sugarcoat anything for you, and I will give you the raw and actionable steps that you need to take in order to achieve your greatest form. And it is not by having these cancers in your phone, which is your apps, that you are so heavily hooked onto. You need to delete all of these apps. So I hope you delete them apps. And then you can't be friends with people who drag you down, because they are simply not on your level. Do you know how many people I have sacrificed? Do you know? Because every single month I am better. every single month I evolve. It's like every single month I get better and better and better. I get closer and closer and closer to my greatest self by fighting lust, by fighting all of these modern addictions, by challenging these addictions, by meditating consistently, by journaling consistently, by going to the gym, hitting hard workouts that I did not feel like doing, by doing hard work, by studying even when I don't feel like it. That is where the true pleasure is. And when you have people that drag you down, who are just simply not on your level, when you level up every single month, you will have to unfriend people. And this is the sad reality, because my rate of growth is so high that I've had to sacrifice people who just simply do not match my level. It's as simple as that. It's as simple as that. There are people who I used to consider my friends, because when I met them, they were the same level as me, or they were better than me. But slowly I improved and I skyrocketed in every area of life, and these people have still not deleted social media, and I've become so much better than them. I have a better physique than them. I speak more confidently than them. I am better looking than them. I'm literally better than every aspect in life. I'm better than. And that's why I had to unfriend those people. And you're going to have to do the same. Your first step is getting rid of these retard friends, these crap friends, and then you'll meet higher level people, and then you're going to have to get rid of them as well. 2-3 months later, gone. You're going to have to find higher level people. And that is why this path of self-improvement is so lonely. And it's not other people's self-improvement, it's my self-improvement. It's self-improvement my way. And when you do it my way, it's lonely. When you do it the other pussy way, the other like woke people way, self-improvement, oh, I meditated for 1 minute. If you do self-improvement like that, you're not going to have a lonely life, but you are going to have a mediocre life. So it's time that you choose between, do you want to be mediocre, or do you want to achieve your highest potential? That's step 2. Remove those friends. Step 3. Implement the habits. You need to understand there are some principles that will save your life. And the first principle is discipline. The second principle is humility. The third principle is gratitude, right? And willpower is the fourth principle. And the fifth principle is leadership. So there are 5 principles that you need to understand. And the most important principle that I will dive into in this video specifically that you need to know, because this is the most important principle of all, it is discipline. This whole part of this guide will be focused on discipline and what is discipline and why discipline will save your life. Discipline is doing the hard work, especially when you don't feel like it. You go to the gym, especially when you don't feel like it. If you felt motivated to go to the gym, that is not discipline, you are motivated. But if you did not feel like going to the gym, you went anyway and you hit that workout, that is real discipline. And why discipline is important is because most of the time you will not feel like doing the activities that you need to do to achieve the greatest version of yourself. Broke my hair. But discipline will save you that time. It will save you that experience that you could have had. So why you need to incorporate habits that level up your discipline every single day. And the first habit and the most crucial habit is meditation. The first thing I do every single day when I wake up is meditate. It is like a one-time medicine for my gooning. Think about it. Every time I meditate 20 minutes in the morning, I don't goon that day. And I don't know how long I've not gooned for. Like, I literally cannot remember. And that's because I meditate first thing in the morning every single day. Because when I meditate, it literally makes your mind stronger to resist urges. And also it improves your discipline. It makes you want to do things, especially when you don't feel like it. That is discipline. And the second discipline habit that you can incorporate into your life is cold showers. You need to start taking cold showers. This is the ultimate test of discipline and the most basic but most powerful. It's so powerful. Do you know why? Because before you go into the shower that is fully cold, I'm not saying go in warm and then turn it cold. No, that's pussy shit, bro. What you need to do is step into the cold firsthand. And do you know why that's discipline? Because there will be a million excuses in your mind that will limit you from taking that cold shower, but you do it anyway, and that is leveling up your discipline. And when you do that, you get used to doing things that you don't feel like doing. And that is why a cold shower is simple. It's simple but very, very effective. And that is your third actionable step. You need to go take a cold shower tomorrow morning. Or if it's morning right now, go take a cold shower. Not hot, no warm. You are transitioning to becoming a strong man. And you do not want the warm shower. You can have it in the night. Fine, because it helps you sleep. But in the morning, it will be a cold shower. A freezing cold shower. You will step into that cold. And you will experience what it's like to experience discipline for the first time. And you will feel proud when you step out. That is delayed gratification. So, take a cold shower today or tomorrow. But do not waste time. Because your fullest potential is just a distant memory. It's here. And if you want to achieve your fullest potential, you need to do the actions that get you there. And this is how you make life fun again. You have been sapping your dopamine, and that is why you can't enjoy simple things like reading, simple things like eating bland food, simple things like speaking to family. You don't even speak to your family, bro. And it is meditation, it is cold showers, it is delayed gratification that will save your life again and again and again. And if you do not implement what I'm telling you, get the fuck off my channel. Please. But if you will implement it, you will realize that what I'm saying is true and tried. I've been playing around with the self-improvement shit for 2 years. 2 to 3 years, and I've fallen off so many times. I've been consistent in the gym. I've not been consistent in the gym. I've gooned for like every single day for 2 weeks, and I've had 4 or 5 months off. And the way you can get to that level is you just try. Every time you fail, you get back up. You get back up. You fail, you get back up. You fail, you get back up. You keep climbing. Here's a graph, right? You climb up, but then you fall off. But then you climb up even higher, but then you fall off even lower. And then you climb, and you climb, and you climb, and you climb. And then there will be a point where you are him. You are the highest version of yourself. And that is what I want for you. So I hope you can listen to what I'm saying. To summarize, so far I've told you to delete the social media apps. I've told you to dissociate from your retard friends. I've told you to meditate consistently in the morning. And I've told you to take a cold shower. Those are the foundational habits that you need to implement right now. So that is how you become the highest version of yourself. That is how you can get closer every single day. None of this pussy shit of like 1% better every day. No, because if you do that, you will be average. You will remain mediocre. You will get better 1% every day, but you will remain mediocre. Like the people that I had to subtract out of my life, who I thought were on my level, are the type of people who say 1% better every day. And that is why they are still mediocre, while I am going on a rocket ship. I am going up. I am absolutely skyrocketing every part of my life, and that is because I am extreme. This is a lifestyle. This is not a habit that you can do once every 2 weeks. It is a lifestyle every single day. Repetition, repetition, repetition. Rep after rep after rep. You do that, and you will get undeniably closer to the greatest version of yourself. You will look better. You will feel better. You will have more self-confidence. You will go speak to that person that you were initially afraid of. You will be more confident in your social interactions. You will look you will look like $1,000,000, bro. And that is when you will realize that self-improvement is real. Every other person on YouTube, on TikTok, on any of these social media apps, they will tell you that self-improvement is not real. Escaping the matrix is not real. But the thing is, they've not done self-improvement my way. And my way is extreme dopamine detox lifestyle, where your phone is on black and white permanently. You cannot slack. You sleep on time every single day. I record these videos for you to improve your life, just like I did. So you have to listen to what I'm saying, because once you escape, once you feel that first bit of progress, once you feel what it tastes like, that success, that initial success, you will not want to stop. You will see the light at the end of this dark tunnel that you've been in. At the end of all that, you have the greatest version of yourself. So, I hope you can take action on what I've told you. Another thing. This is the last thing that I will tell you in this video before I wrap it up for this full guide on how to start self-improvement, because all of my videos have the same core message, and the message is you can improve. You can become the greatest version of yourself, the best looking version of yourself, and it is all started with delayed gratification. And the last concept that I'm going to introduce to you is life is a race. Life is a race between men. You are competing with other men. I want you to really acknowledge to yourself, because maybe you are a weak man. You have been conditioned by society to not be competitive, to not have high adventure, high risk, high reward type of lifestyle, big dick type of lifestyle, right? You've been conditioned by social media, by your parents, by the teachers, to have a boss, to have like a daddy to listen to not compete with other men, to not strive for more, to not try hard in football, to not try hard in physical education, in PE class. You might be that guy, and I was that guy. So the way that you can improve your life to a point where you are more competitive is basically understanding this core concept that you are competing with other men, competing for resources, competing for women, competing for money, for status, for clout, for the physique, for the testosterone, for the calisthenics, for the piano progress that you want, for the grade 9s that you want. You are competing with other people. And if they do better than you in this competition, they will take the things that you would have had, the dream girlfriend that you could have, she will be stolen by another guy who put in more work than you. The dream physique that you wanted, that will go away. That will be a distant shadow that has been taken away by other men because they did the workouts to failure that you refused to do. They ate healthy when you ate like shit. They did not scroll. They worked on their businesses and they are now rich and you are still broke. They will take everything. And if you want to beat everyone, the one and only competitive advantage that you have over anyone is me. Is my guidance from my videos that I make, because I am extreme. I am extreme. I take action. I implement, I fall off, but then I come back and I try again and again and again. And when you listen to my advice, your life will undeniably improve. I guarantee you. I guarantee you that. That is the one guarantee that I can give you. When you watch my videos, your life will improve. When you stop watching my videos, your life will fall off. And you will regret clicking off this video. You will regret not listening to my advice, because I do not sugarcoat anything for you. I am here to give you the utmost guidance, the utmost valuable knowledge, the wisdom that is distilled of my trials and tribulations. And I want you to understand that you can achieve more than other men around you. You are better. You, in objective fact, because you are watching my videos right now, you are better than everyone else around you. That is a fact, because I am better than everyone else around you. So when you brainwash yourself from what I'm telling you, self-improvement, discipline, delayed gratification, when you poison yourself with other people's mindsets instead of listening to me, you will not make progress. You will stall. You will become mediocre. You will become complacent, and you will fall off. So it is your choice. It is up to you. It's up to you, bro. Do you listen to me? Or do you listen to your parents? Do you listen to school? Do you listen to all of these people? Because the man that listens to me and the man that is better than me will fuck you up. He will have the ability to snap you in half. He will be bigger than you first off. He'll have the dream physique. He will have the dream girl that you wanted. He'll have the money that you wanted. He'll have the clout, the status that you wanted. He will take everything from you because you lost in this race of men. So it's up to you whether you listen to me or you remain mediocre. So, my name is Nick, and I help young men transform their lives. And I invite you to join this video, to join this channel and become the best version of yourself.